Welcome back to module 4 of this unit 2 summarization measures, and we would be talking about the empirical relation between the measures of central tendencies and other averaging tools that are sometimes used. Just to recall, we have talked about the various measures of central tendencies, that is arithmetic mean, median, mode, quartiles, deciles and percentiles in the previous modules, and we have seen how these measures can be calculated based on whether we have an ungrouped data or a grouped data, especially in regards to arithmetic mean, median and mode. We also know that there are difficulties in calculating these measures sometimes depending on what kind of a data that we are talking about. In this case, there is a very important result that is quite useful, which gives us the relation between the arithmetic mean, median and mode. So in case one of the measure cannot be calculated or is not known, we can always compute it based on the other two measures out of this arithmetic mean, median and mode. Okay. So the relation is something like mode is equal to 3 times median minus 2 times mean. Of course, depending on our need. So in case I know what is median and mean, then the mode can always be calculated based on this relation. Of course, depending on our need, if I know mode and mean, then using this relation I can find out median, or if I know median and mode, I can always estimate what is mean. The only requirement is this result is only efficient in case of when we have a moderately symmetric distribution. If the distribution is highly skewed or non-symmetric or highly, most of the frequencies are concentrated or on the left side or the right hand side, then this result is not found to be very effective. But as long as we have a moderately asymmetric distribution, then this result can always be used. Okay, and like how I said, it can be used if I know two of these measures and I want to estimate the third measure. So it is useful when one of the measure cannot be clearly calculated. Okay, so this is called as the empirical relation between arithmetic mean, median and mode. Now besides these averages, we also have some other averages that are used. One of them is a harmonic mean, and we also have something called as a geometric mean. Okay, now what is harmonic mean is, it is defined as, so if I have a set of numbers, then the harmonic mean is the reciprocal of the arithmetic mean of the reciprocal of the numbers in the set. What it exactly means is, suppose I have the numbers x1, x2, x3 and so on xn. So I have n numbers here. So the harmonic mean is defined as, it is n, because there are n numbers here, divided by, it is a sum of the reciprocals of each of the number. So 1 upon x1 is a reciprocal of x1, 1 upon x2 reciprocal of x2. So we are taking the sum of the reciprocals of each of this number. Let's say for example, suppose I have these numbers 2, 6, 4, 8 and 10, and I want to find out the harmonic mean. So the harmonic mean will be equal to, now these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So I'll say 5 divided by 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 10. Okay, so you have to find out the value of each of the reciprocal and then add this reciprocals, and then 5 divided by whatever value that you get here, and this value will come to 4.38. Okay, so depending on how many numbers I have, so I have 5 numbers here, that's why I took 5 here. If there were 4 numbers, I will consider 4 here. So 5 divided by sum of all the reciprocals, I get 4.38. Okay. We have to only know that this harmonic mean is defined only for positive numbers. Okay, so this is how we calculate harmonic mean. The same way we have something called as geometric mean, and the geometric mean of a set of numbers, n numbers, is defined as It is the nth root of the product of all the n numbers. What we mean by that is, like suppose I have n numbers, x1, x2, x3 and so on, xn. These are n numbers. To find out the geometric mean, what I have to do is I have to multiply all these n numbers, x1 into x3 into x2 into x3 and so on till xn, and I take nth root of it. Okay, so raised to 1 upon n, or it can also be written as in this form, the nth root of x1 into x2 into x3 and so on till xn. Let's say for example, I have these numbers 2, 6, 4, 8. Okay, now these are 4 numbers. So the geometric mean in this case will be, so I have to multiply these 4 numbers, 2, 6, 4 and 8. So I multiply 2 into 6 into 4 into 8, and these are 4 numbers. So raised to 1 divide 1 upon 4, fourth root of this. Okay. So this product of 2, 6, 4, 8 comes to 348 raised to 1 upon 4, or in your notation it is fourth root of 348. So this comes to 4.42. The geometric mean of these 4 numbers is 4.42. This is how we calculate geometric mean of any a set of numbers. Now the way this average, we also know that arithmetic mean is also an averaging tool, and now we have a harmonic mean and geometric mean. Okay, so the relation between these 3 means is harmonic mean is less than or equal to geometric mean, and geometric mean is less than or equal to arithmetic mean. Okay, what it precisely means is that this harmonic mean is the least among all the 3, whereas arithmetic mean is the highest among all 3, and geometric mean is intermediate between harmonic mean and arithmetic mean. Okay, they will be same if all the numbers that we are talking about are same. If we have the set of numbers which are all same, then all these 3 values are going to be same. Let's say for example, if you consider the same previous example, 2, 4, 6, 8. If I have to find out the arithmetic mean is 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 divided by, these are 4 numbers, so divide by 4, which is 20 divided by 4. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 8 and 2 20 upon 4, and this will give me 5. So arithmetic mean here is 5. If I want to find out the harmonic mean, the way we calculate it, now these are 4 numbers, so I'll say 4 divided by, now the sum of the reciprocals, 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 8, and this is equal to, so if we add this, take the reciprocals, add all the numbers, and then 4 divided by the value that you get. Okay, this will come to around 3.84. Okay, and the geometric mean we have just calculated in the previous slide here, and it had come to 4.42. Okay, so you will see that harmonic mean, that is 3.84, is the least among all 3. Geometric mean is intermediate, and then highest is arithmetic mean. So usually when you have a set of data, this is the relation between the 3 means: arithmetic mean, harmonic mean and geometric mean. So for frequency distribution form, now this here what we have done is we have considered ungrouped data. Okay, so in case we have a grouped data where frequencies are mentioned, which are called as weights, then we have a formula for a weighted harmonic mean and a weighted geometric mean, the same way like how we have a weighted arithmetic mean. Okay, but of course this is something that we will not be talking in this section. So we have arithmetic mean, harmonic mean and geometric mean. If I have to compare these 3 means, harmonic mean, it tends to give a higher importance to smaller values. Okay, as we have seen by the definition of harmonic mean, we are taking the reciprocal of all the numbers. So the smaller the number, the reciprocal is going to be higher. Okay, so we tend to give a higher importance to smaller values. Okay. Whereas geometric mean is a true middle value. okay, because we are just taking the product of all the numbers and taking that nth root. Okay, geometric mean is in reality the true central value of any data set that we have. And arithmetic mean, we already know how to calculate it, and it depends, highly influenced by outliers. So it is more biased, or it gives a higher importance to the higher values or outliers. Harmonic mean is the smallest among all the three means. Okay. Whereas geometric mean is usually between harmonic mean and arithmetic mean. We already discussed about this. And the arithmetic mean is the highest among all the three means. Harmonic mean, it is a very good mean when we have to consider rates and ratios. When rates and ratios are involved, this is when we recommend using harmonic mean. And in practice, it is usually used to determine the price earning ratios in finance. Those who are into commerce field will usually use this in determining the price earning ratios. Geometric mean is used in computation of stock indices and portfolio returns. Those who are in the stock exchange, in the research of stocks, they usually use in the computation of stock indices and portfolio returns. And arithmetic mean, we have already seen how we use it, okay? And it is one of the easiest to use because of the simplicity in calculation. Okay? Thank you.